Good morning from the boudoir. Well, this is a first. I've never ever recorded from my bed, and I've never had 1,300 subscribers in my bed with me. So welcome to my bedroom. Before we get started, do you recognise this wallpaper? I'll come back to this. Have a good think. Oh, I saw this boat and was like, it's mine. That wallpaper, that theme, what they're about. Come back to me when you remember what this is. Comment in the video and we'll come back to that. Anyway, so where do we start? In true Liam format, it wouldn't be a Naughty Nomads video without some sort of drama. So basically, I deleted a big section off of what will be next week's vlog. So it was probably last week's vlog, I'm confused. But basically, there's a big section at the end that I deleted saying, big announcement coming, there's a massive announcement, like it's huge. Basically, I'll fill you in so you kind of know the story, because obviously everything's happening all the time this end, but I can only film so much of it. And I don't want you getting bored with such long videos. So basically, the long and short of it was, I'm down in Ely at the moment, where I bought this boat from, and the plan was to move it over to Tring. So I was going to take 2 weeks off work, which I've never done in 15 years of working for myself. I'm terrible with annual leave. Since I've worked for myself, I hardly take time off at all. I just plough through. Anyway, so I was going to take 2 weeks off, and that actually starts on the Sunday the 21st of April, which for me is currently next week. Anyway, that was the plan. Move it, me and Dolly, 156 miles, 91 locks, and it was going to be this mad adventure. You can imagine, I could have so many amazing vlogs. It would just be brilliant. Anyway, because Mother Nature is playing the devil's card, it hasn't stopped raining. We've had a storm this morning. The sun's now out. I've gone from wanting to make soup, have sourdough bread and toast, stay in and have the fire on, to now the sun's out. I'm going to a garden centre, going to buy a load of plants, and I'll probably have a salad. I mean, it's mental. But anyway, the plan was to do that massive journey. So I've now got to change that plan, because where we are, the rivers are flooded. They're flooded. There's a silt build-up, which means that it's like a giant sandcastle in the river. So you obviously can't get a boat down there. So I'm sitting in bed. How times have changed. I'm sitting in bed, and my magazine of choice is a good old bottom shelf map. Oh, if you knew me in my 20s, I was a handful. I weren't reading maps in bed, let's say that. Anyway, Mr. Brown, we've moved on from that. So basically, I'm now sitting here, replanning my route, completely replanning it. I'm now not going to go down the river at all. I'm going to have to stick it on the back of a lorry, get it lifted up. A lot of money. When am I going to retire? Honestly, everything costs thousands. So if there's any sugar daddies out there, holler your boy, because I'm sick of working so many hours. I love my job, but I want to love it because I want to love it, not because I have to. Anyway, side note, that's for the OnlyFans. Anyway, so I've got to basically get this boat lifted on a lorry, took over towards, I think I'm going to plonk it in Milton Keynes, because that's the Grand Union. So I was just looking at my little waterways map, and Milton Keynes is at the top of where I need to be, but I've also got to be down in Watford for July, because I'm getting the bottom of the boat epoxied and blackened and all the rest of it. So I'll take you there. That'll be a really good vlog. I'm doing it all myself, boiler suit ready. Yeah, it'll be good crack. There'll be a few cups of coffee, a couple of gin and tonics along the way. Should be summer. So yeah, so I'm basically sitting here planning my journey. So it's completely on its head. I was going to travel all that way around one river to get to the other, and now I'm going to lift it, pick it up, move it, and just drop it down the river here, or the canal, and come back down. So either way, that's what's going on. I hope it makes sense in the vlogs. Once again, you lot are bloody awesome. I've sat here reading loads of comments, and new subscribers. It blows my mind, to be honest. You lot are awesome. I've had so many lovely comments. Also, what I'm finding strange is I am up at I was up at 5 a.m. today, just like, and I'm making myself stay in bed. I'm making myself be that teenager. I've always been up and out, up and out. But as you probably can see, I'm a bit scatty. But this life is trying to calm me down. So I've made myself about 3 cups of tea. I just keep going back to the fire. Dolly's asleep still. She's like a teenager. She'll lay in bed till midday. So I've gone back to the fire, prod and protracted that, put some more wood in, made a cup of tea. 3 times now. I'm going to end up with a bladder like the size of a watermelon because I'm like, no, relax. It's your day off work. Sit in bed. So I'm like that. What else can I do? I'm used to doing stuff. So I'm going to buy some pot plants. I'm going to buy some more plants, turn this into a greenhouse. I'm going to go and buy some dry store food, like tins and stuff in the cupboards. So I've got a few supplies. And that's my day so far. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So, do you recognise where this wallpaper's from? The moment I saw this boat, straight away, I was like, it's a sign. It's a sign. So, put your comments below and hopefully you'll get it right. So, this wallpaper and the curtains, I'll show you them in a second. This wallpaper was already here and this is made by Angel who does the Escape to the Chateau. A gorgeous programme. It's just, if you haven't watched it or you got from this country, tune in. It's called Escape to Chateau. There's a lady called Angel Strawbridge, I think her name is, Angel and Dick. They're the most gorgeous little family. And this is the wallpaper she designed with lots of different cutouts of wallpaper. And then she basically stitched them together and made a print. And whoever bought this boat, the lady before, who was the brand new owner of the boat, obviously loves that programme. And to me, it was a real sense of warming of, she'd got rid of this boat because she had bereavement. Her parent died and then she became the carer. So she had to sell this boat. But the minute I saw this paper and the matching curtains in the bedroom, I just thought, that's a woman who's loved this boat. And this is my home and I don't plan to ever sell it. And you'll be able to see from my vlogs, I'm really homely. So I saw this and it was almost like a kind of a tribute to her as well, because even like the thought, it makes me slightly sad now, but the thought of having a boat that you love, and you don't just buy this sort of wallpaper, it's not cheap, but you don't buy this sort of wallpaper and deck the boat out how this boat was decked out by not loving it and not wanting to invest into it and it being a home. So the fact that that lady had to sell it before me, it's a bit of a nudge to her to be like, I appreciate it. I don't know if she'll ever be watching this, but I love this wallpaper. And I mean, one day it'll be lovely to connect with that woman, to be honest, but I love this wallpaper. It just feels like home. And yeah, so I hope you got the right answer. Escape the Chateau. I don't know where you'll buy it from. I think they did a deal with like Doug Elms or somewhere, but you can search it. But it's a bit busy, but it's in the right place like this. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's just, it's one of those ones, I suppose, if I saw it on the shelf, I wouldn't buy it. But because I know who it was made from and the love that that program's all about is a nice home and a restoration project. And I watched her make this wallpaper, you know, on the TV program. She got quite famous, from nothing to quite famous. So watching her make this, and then I've now got it all around my bedroom in different places, matching curtains. Oh, it just adds to the charm of this beautiful boat. And yeah, I know that you guys love my boat as much as I do. The comments are amazing. So yeah, well done if you got the right answer. So these are the curtains and the matching wallpaper. So the wallpaper's obviously this side and this side, and then here obviously are the curtains, if you can't tell the difference by the camera. I'm loving this bit of greenery situation going on. So that's obviously going to grow down. There's another one to go over this side. I just love the wood and the green, and I love pot plants, and I just love that sort of Amazonian kind of like greenery everywhere and kind of fresh, and then the rusticness of the wood. So yeah, so that's actually the print there. It's lots and lots of little bits of wallpaper that she basically cut up and made into a print, and then she decked her house in it. And yeah, the minute I saw that, I was just like, that's just beautiful. Like I say, it's busy, it's different, But when you've got plain rustic wood everywhere, that it's earthy tones. I love an earthy tone, and then I love the pop of green from like the flowers. But yeah, that's a nice little tribute to that lady before. It means more to me. You know, I'm quite a deep person, quite a deep soul in a good sense, I'd like to think. But I'd like to know that if she ever, you know, looked out the window on a rainy day like today, where she can go, I wonder who's got my boat. Like, I just would love for her to know that I've got it and I look after it and I respect it, and it's my job to nurture this boat. You know, they all have their own quirky characters, you know, and it's yeah, I would like to know that if I sold my boat on through misfortune or through bereavement, that someone somewhere is just absolutely loving it. I mean, as I say this, you know, it makes me well up, you know. I just love it. I just love, everything's got a story. Everyone and everything has a story, and I think sometimes it's just nice to listen to that story. So yeah, that's the wallpaper.
You're my sweetest addiction, you're my strongest inspiration, and I love you. It's true, there's no mountain I could not climb as long as you are mine, and I thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back. So just been at Tesco's. I had a call from a viewer, one of my subscribers, asking about narrowboats, which is pretty cool. It's nice to know someone my sort of age is looking to get into it as well. So obviously I said it was like the best thing you could do. Yeah, had a really good chat with him, which was nice. Hopefully that might help him or sway his decision, or at least educate him a little bit more on the things that I've learned. Obviously I'm quite new to it, but you can always pass on tips and advice, can't you, from your own experience. So anyway, that was that. I'm just in Tesco's car park. Dolly is asleep in the sunshine just here, and I bought a few more bits for the boat. Bought a couple of plants and a couple of little sort of food jars and bits and bobs, like little refill jars. So gonna drive home now, and I can't wait to have a cup of tea and sit outside that boat. We've had mental weather today. I woke up and it was stormy, we had thunder and lightning, and now it's glorious sunshine. It's crazy. So let's go. God, I'm that guy. I'm going backwards around the Tesco car park. It's a miracle how I've made it to this age that I am. So whilst I'm driving home, I'll have a little chin wag. You know I don't mind a chin wag. So I'm being this whole, like, it sounds like Sainsbury's, isn't it? Be good to yourself. I'm on the Be Good to Yourself range at the moment with myself. And I don't mean food. I mean, yeah, give myself a bit of extra time off. Saying no to customers, like the ones I'd normally squeeze in, work really late nights for. It's probably not good for my career, but it's so good for my mind and just for actually having time to chill. And like now, I've had Saturday night off, so Saturday night, Sunday, and it's now just Monday 1 o'clock, and I've given myself tomorrow off. And now I'm like, I've done all my jobs. I've still got the rest of the whole of the day. I've done a food shop. I put petrol in the boat, and now the sun's come out. Like, and I've still got tomorrow off. I mean, this never happens. For the little you do know of me so far, I mean, I'm a massive workaholic. I've always worked all the hours, and so this goes against everything I've trained my sort of mind and body to do, which is work flat out. I usually do 60 hours a week, and I've done that literally 15 years. On a side note, can we just talk about how expensive food shopping's got? What's that about? So there's me like trying to like be all healthy and save the world and eat off the trees and shit. And honestly, I thought, right, I'm gonna make some homemade hummus. Like, you can't beat a bit of homemade hummus. Love that. And so main ingredient, I've just forgotten lemons. I knew there was something I forgot. But the main ingredient being olive oil. So I thought, I'll go and buy 2 bottles of olive oil. I'm going to put some in there. I've also got my little system of, you know, my oil pots ready to go. I'm going to marinate them later on with the whole garlic in one and infused chili in the other. And yeah, which I've just remembered, I've just forgotten the chilies. I'm so useless. My brain is mental. And I've just picked up 2 bottles of olive oil it would have cost me 18, 8, 16, £17 for 2 bottles of normal, like Tesco olive oil. £8.40 each. Are they having an absolute laugh? I went to the woman. I was like, have I lived underneath a rock for like 10 years? Because am I about to spend 16, 17 quid on olive oil? She went, there's one there for £13. I was like, I'm not going to spend £26 on oil. I can't believe it. Like, what is that about? It's gone mad. That literally would have been about £4.25 a bottle. It's now £8.40 for a normal size bottle, like well, it's a bigger one, I suppose, not a huge one, but a normal olive oil size bottle of Tesco's own brand olive oil. Mate, I want one of their employees to come round and squeeze the olives like for me. It's that expensive. That takes the PISS. It better be good hummus because I've just spent 17 quid to try to make the bloody thing. Anyway, oh God, the dog's just farted. Whew. Oh, it's getting spicy. Oh, yeah, you little terror. Wait, shit your pants. Oh, you want me? Yeah, yeah. By the way, I'm on a private road. I'm not driving down the road like this. It's on private land, so you can do what you want. Oi, fatty. Oi. She's like, you can talk. Oi, fatty. We need to have a word. You need to stop farting. Oh, she loves it. Oh, yeah. You're smelly, baby. You smelly, baby. Welcome to my crib. Oh, it never gets tiring. I just bloody love it. Does anybody else have to have a little post-shopping snack? I'm never destined to have a six-pack, am I? Look, you have to eat on the way there and eat on the way home. I mean, what happens? You know, what do you do? That's how they get you. That's how they get you, isn't it? I'll go food shopping hungry. Look, just held up bloody ransom to buy all this crap I don't even need. After being held ransom by Tesco, aka for my American sisters, Walmart, and being robbed blind of 100 something quid. I only went there wanting hummus and I've come away with 100 something quid and a wine rack. Anyway, on the note of my kitchen being very... You dropped it. God, it didn't even get home. You've got to bear with me in this channel. This is literally how I spend my life. Hot mess. So, on the note of my kitchen being very wooden and rustic, I found these little bad boys, and now that I'm kind of going and trying the whole healthy eating, new me, new year, new boat, new whatever, I can't be looking like a heifer. So I thought I was going to put some granola and porridge in these and become one of those channels that are all like vegan and healthy and who don't drink gin. Is that what you want to see? Do you want to see healthy, sensible, sober, very, very, you know, act your age? Or should we put granola in there, let it go off, and just see to these bad boys? I mean, I know what I want to do, but you lot run the channel, you run the show. So let me know your thoughts on what you want to see. So granola in there if you want it. To balance that granola, I bought a wine rack. I mean, they say it's about balancing life. Granola, wine rack, breakfast, dinner. So it made sense in my little pickled brain. I bought a little glass jar, like bowl. I mean, that's going to end up in tears because it looks fancy nancy and it looked nice against the wood and against that aesthetic look that I love, because I do love all things all pretty. But it's I'll just put bread in this, it's dirty. But it's going to break, innit? I mean, my nickname in my family is Butterfingers because I drop everything. I once dropped a hairdryer on a lady's head before, where I'm like, and I just, it's like your fingers are made of lube. I just drop stuff. I get all excited and carried away, and I just like the hands go quicker than the brain, and vice versa. And then I just dropped this hairdryer on a woman's head before. So this isn't going to last 5 minutes, but just so I've got it for memory's sake, I'll stick it on the vlog. So, but I'm thinking I can make like nice salads and toss them and turn them, make nice salads in there, and yeah, and it'll look kind of, you know, country chic on the side. Just casual walk past, come through the kitchen, pass by a nice salad dish, and come and take a seat. Such a knob. I also bought a Mr. Hobbs. This, again, I'm obsessed with hummus today. You'll find this, my brain just like focuses on one thing. So all this shopping today was because I fancied hummus on with some nice bread. So I bought some hummus, and then I bought the stuff to make hummus, and then I bought the jars to put the stuff in once you make hummus, and I bought a machine to make the hummus. I still end up coming home with already made hummus. So somehow it's cost me nearly 100 quid for hummus. Welcome back, folks. You've missed a lot. Anyway, I've got this little mixer. So I'm thinking I can make nice salsas. When I go and pick my fresh garlic, I go and pick my old, what's it called? Brain's gone dead. This happens all the time. It's hanging around with menopausal women. That's the problem. All my women at work are menopausal, and they always say about brain fog, and it's just contagious. Dolly, stop crying. I'm trying to think long and hard. What's this stuff called? Wild garlic. Christ, I was going to do a whole vlog on it. I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, I'm going to put my wild garlic in here, make some nice pesto, make some nice dips. I'm just a culinary genius, pending. Let's not even talk about this. That, £8.40. Banana arm for size, £8.40. That's ridiculous. I bought 2 of them. 17 quid on oil. You're having a laugh. You can see why I moved onto a boat, can't you? Because the world's become bloody mental. And I've always been mental, but at least I can just be mental over there, away from all the other nutters. Hey guys, another thing I've went out and bought, basic, but is garlic. So one for the house, but I'm also gonna use one of these to actually grow more garlic. So in theory, I'll never ever have to buy garlic again. So I have some for now, some for cooking, some to keep. But this is going to end up being planted straight away into the garden, and then eventually that'll end up being loads of cloves. Each one of these little garlic pods or cloves will turn into a whole garlic. That's mental. So if you've got 10 in there, you're going to end up having 10 more. Yeah, you're going to end up having another 100. Well done, Carol Vorderman. But yeah, so each one of those cloves will individually turn into a whole garlic with another 10 on there. So the idea is the cycle keeps going, keeps going. So yeah, I'll do a little video on that to show you what I mean, and hopefully I can encourage you to grow some stuff as well. Because really, for 50p, that will then end up being all my garlic I should ever really need. As well as that, you know I've got my tomato plants growing. I did basil yesterday, so ignore this is just an empty actual wrapper. But I planted some basil seeds, and what it's doing there is the condensation. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the reason that's on top of it, is it holds condensation in. That will encourage them to germinate, and then I'll move them to the windowsill, and then that's like a little greenhouse there at the moment, and then that will start to shoot through. As soon as it shoots through, you take off the bag, and then the sunshine from the window will do the rest. So that will stay, and that will live in the kitchen, so you'll get a nice peppery aroma. So yeah, that's my my little herb patch is coming along. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is decant these. I like the look of it aesthetically. I like the idea of it just like a working kitchen. So I took all the labels off these bad boys. Obviously my look in this place is like rustic and wooden and glass and texture. So I'm gonna whack some oats in here. Ooh. Don't know why I'm using one of these for. I've got a knife in the cupboard. Gone right rows are all rustic, ain't I? Annoyingly, which drives me nuts, this won't actually all fit, so you can have this little leftover bag. Yeah. Just as I thought. Looks nice though, doesn't it? That's good. That's that one done. I will put this in the little spares cupboard that I've got under here. Right, next one. I'm going to mix up and make my own granola mix. Granola. So
This one's a fruit and nut granola. And the other one is a super berry, which I think will be really nice. You can see where I'm going with this, can't you? I'm just going to lay them up. One, it'll look good, but two, every day you pour means you'll have something slightly different to the day before. Ooh, maybe too much. Here we go. I've now got to eat the top layer. This is the bit they don't show you on all the cooking programs. They've over poured, over spilled. I've now got to sit here like a little hamster, eating all the stuff that now can't fit in because the lid's too tight. It's amazing what they cut out on TV, isn't it? Boom, mission complete.